I call forth my Pleiadian friends to bring forth the transmission to describe to me what is going on here on the Earth realm, the changes we're going through, shed some light and perspective on the situation, help to guide us in the right choices to make, and how to proceed with wisdom. I invite in this energy now to speak through me. Oh, well, the first thing you must understand, and you must understand this. You must understand this with your entire being. So put your thoughts aside, shove them in the drawer and put them aside, and just listen and receive. Put yourself in a receptive state with 3 deep breaths, and we will do these breaths with you right now. Make some noises as you breathe, too. Just really get into the experience of breathing itself. Move your arms and move your beautiful energy. Oh, yes, and you feel the energy expanding outwards in all directions. Oh, yes, and then you feel as if you're floating, don't you? The more breathing you do, the more you just float above things. Just like a hot air balloon flying above the land. You just fly and float as you focus this breath. And the breath is bringing in beautiful energy into your bodies, into your souls, deep in your souls. That is where the energy goes, yes? So breathe and know that you are okay. And that is the first point we really would like to bring forward to you in this moment. You are safe. You are absolutely safe. For who you really are is not this body, is not your thinking mind. What you are is a soul, a spiritual being, and you are spiritual in your essence. And by spiritual, we simply mean that you are beyond limitations. You cannot put a mask on a soul. A soul cannot be masked. A soul is free by its nature. A soul cannot be bonded. So understand that by your nature, you are not bonded. By your nature, you are free. So let us bring forth that truth and let it settle deep within you, yes? You are free. Really, think about those words and think about what they mean. If you're going to think about anything, think about your own innate freedom. If you're going to think about anything, think of your essence. Think of who you really are, not who you perceive yourself to be, who you really are. Think about that, and then you realize it. It's just like, slipping off an old coat that's keeping you hot, keeping you bonded. You realize, oh my goodness, I am free. Just by my nature, I am free. I am flying, I am soaring. Now, we understand there are just great upsets going on in the collective consciousness. So we would like to speak about the different frequencies that are available to you. Understand that what you perceive on the outside is a reflection of the state of mind in which you are perceiving it. So you're walking around and you see all these things you do not like. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. This is terrible. This is horrible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you can accept that part of yourself. You can accept that there's a part of you that feels that way. And you can accept that that is valid. But then we invite you to just shift just a little bit to the side. Shift a little bit to each side. And then you'll start to see. And you'll start to perceive differently. You can just observe and say, look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at this. And you can see the difference in those 2 perspectives, yes? One, you are judging. I don't like this. No. The other, pure acceptance. Which of those feels more liberating to you? Which feels more powerful? Does the acceptance, yes, feel more powerful? Or does the, oh my goodness, no, I don't like this. I do not like, no. Which is more empowering to you? Which is more in accordance with who you really are? Which is real? That's a fun question, isn't it? We would encourage you to go out into nature at this time. Look at the trees. Go find a body of water. It could be a little puddle. That's all that's necessary. But look at the water. Look at the trees. Look at the sky. Look at the clouds. Look at all the little animals. What are those beings doing? Are those beings like, oh my goodness, no. No, those beings are perfectly accepting. Oh, it just feels so good. Think of how good it feels to be a tree. The tree is perfectly accepting of everything. The tree sees all these people walking by. They're all in masks. They're all on their phones, all their gadgets. And the tree is like, I'm alive being a tree. Now, we understand that this takes practice. And this takes discipline to actually come into this part of yourself that's fully accepting. We understand that is a whole process to get there. And we are not saying that is something you can cultivate overnight, but you can start to take the steps now in this moment. And you take those steps just by breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Oh, it feels so good just to breathe, yes? And that breath is what carries you to that place of pure tranquility and acceptance. The breath is what takes you to that expansive state of being just beyond all of this. Beyond the lies, beyond the misconceptions. You are free from it. You are just looking around. It's like a dance. It's like a dance that is just going on within you, and you're looking around at it saying, oh, this is strange, but isn't life just strange as it is? Isn't that the nature of life to be strange? Oh, yes. Now, we would like to speak to you about frequency. And understanding that this version of Earth that you are experiencing is simply a frequency of consciousness. It is a frequency where consciousness is interacting with itself. Now, it is a frequency where there is much limitation, much deception, and much ignorance, yes? There is so much ignorance of the true nature. When we say ignorance, we wish to speak with compassion. When we say ignorance, we don't mean to judge. We are not saying, that's ignorance, you're ignorant. No. We do not point fingers. When we say ignorance, we are saying that we need to have compassion for those that are living in ignorance of themselves. We have to say, oh my goodness, you souls, you are not living in full awareness of who you truly are. That must be so scary. That must be so limiting. That must be so constricting. How can we help you? As we have freed ourselves from that, now we can help others free themselves, yes? How can we help you? How can we help you? How can I help you? That's a question that you need to ask every single day. How can I help? How can I be of service? Now, being of service ultimately does not mean going out into the world. We understand you are all empathetic individuals. You are all very sensitive to these energies that are here now, and that's perfectly understandable. Especially considering the vast energy of fear that is floating around the collective consciousness, floating around. Looking for receptive individuals to just rush into, and then it's all absorbed, and you feel horrible, and it's just all downhill from there, spiraling out of control. La 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 la. That's no fun, is it? Surely there's lessons there, absolutely, but no fun. We are here for fun. So cultivate a sense within yourself of just exploring your own consciousness. Go within and say, what's over here in this corner? What's over here in this corner? Open a book. Expand your perception. That's the best thing you can do, and you are helping just by doing that. Let's say you're in the house, you feel very sensitive, you do not want to leave the house, go out there into the chaos, into the mumbo-jumbo, so you just decide, I'm going to stay in today. But how can I help by staying in? Well, you can help by expanding your perceptions of yourself. That is the single best thing you can do for others, is to change your worldview and change your perspective. But understanding that there are so many that have to go out into the world, empathetic individuals that have no choice but to go out into the world, into the chaos, into the negativity, the pools of negative energy, they go into it. So then you ask, how can I help? I feel uncomfortable, but I understand that my discomfort is just minuscule compared to the service I am here to provide. How can I help? Pray to the great Holy Spirit, how can I help? Pray to your beautiful guides and guardians of the light and your beautiful angels of light, how can I help? Help me to help others. Please, great Holy Spirit, help me to help others. And that is all that is needed. You can trust Spirit to take the wheels from there. Give Spirit the steering wheel. Just put it on over. Say, Spirit, take the wheel. I am done. I'm just done driving. I'm done. I'm done with the whole thing. You take charge. Let it all go. Now there's power in that, and that is surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender. So that is the bulk of what we wish to say this time. The best thing you can do for everyone else, the best thing you can do for the situation that humanity is in, The best thing you can do is to open your perspectives, open your mind, expand your definitions of self, expand your definitions of reality, question things. Read a book, go outside into nature, see what nature has to tell you. Walk up to a tree and say, "What message do you have for me?" And a message will arrive. Ask your guides and guardians, they're around you at all times. "Hey, my friends, I need some help. I need some guidance. Can you help me?" Help will come, absolutely and completely. And the most important thing to remember is that you are safe. You are absolutely, absolutely safe. No harm is coming to you. You are safe. You are protected. You are guided. You are loved. Love, 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 love. Love is a strange thing these days. But it's still there. It's always there. Always love. Just be love. Cultivate love within yourself. Feel your heart beating. That's the first step. Breathe and feel your heart beating, and then you're on your way there. You're on your way to an expansive, visionary state of love. Feel that love. Feels so good. And we are here to bring that love. We are here to awaken that love within yourselves. Ultimately, nothing will change until you go within and awaken love within yourself. Then things will change. But for now, just stay grounded in yourself. Honor yourself. Honor what your body and your spirit and your mind needs. Honor yourself. Let spirit take control from there. You are safe. We love you. Peace. Whew. That was fun.